Hi guys, how are you? How are you guys this afternoon? It's an afternoon for me. I don't know what time you guys are gonna get this video. But I need to we need there's something that I need us to discuss. It's taking loans for your partner, or yeah, let me just say for your partner. Married, not married, taking loan for your partner. Actually, what inspired me to make this video is that first of all, I see a lot of people talking about taking loans for their partners and being left with debts. Like, he made me took loans and then he just left, or she made me took loans and she just left. But most of the complaints that I've seen are coming from women's side, not from men. Like, he made me take a loan and he just left me like that. Let me come closer. And he just left me like that. You know? Ish, guys, now let's talk. This is very serious, and I do not want my followers to fall victims for this, and I do not want the coming generation to fall victims of this. I've been wise when it comes to relationships. I've always known what I want, but I didn't come extremely wiser until I started watching divorced women, more especially divorced women that um have had irresponsible men financially. You know how they'd handled them, how what they lost. So when you look at people's situations, don't look at people's situations and say, you're dumb. How can you allow that to happen? You must look at people's situations and say, okay, this happens. How well would you have handled it? What did I learn from this situation? So take lessons from people's mistakes. It is always an honor to listen to people that have gone through so much and they're sharing their stories. You learn, you take lessons from them. I'm sorry, I don't know if my son is loud enough that you can hear him, but if you can hear him screaming, I'm so sorry. They're just trying to take a nap so I can also relax and make my videos. Guys, taking loans for your partner. There was a day that 2 years ago, I went to do my nails. And there was a woman that was giving a story of her husband wanting her to take a loan for him to buy a car that he was gonna drive, and they all work, but the husband does not qualify. The wife is paying for the house, the husband does not qualify. So but then the husband wants an expensive car, so he wants a woman to take a loan for him to add to his loan so that he can get enough money for that specific fancy car that he wants. And interestingly so, it went to an extent of when the woman went to the bank and the bank did not respond on time, he started threatening the woman, as in to say, if you don't send, then I'll kill myself. This was a teacher. A woman is a teacher, and a man is I don't know what he does, but he works in a different town. And you know, our houses in small towns are not that expensive like in the cities. So this really got my attention. It really caught my attention, and I just looked at her and I was like, how did we get here? And I will say the entitlement, that comes with financial abuse, but I'll make a different video on financial abuse. This entitlement is so disturbing, and it comes down to most women explaining or giving stories of how people made them take loans for them and then they just left them with loans to pay. And it comes really down to us to say, let us avoid taking loans for people, our husbands, our wives, our it does not sit well with me when I have to take a loan for somebody. I don't care whether you are my husband, you are my boyfriend. When I take a loan for you as my partner, what am I doing? Why can't you take a loan for yourself? Why can't you take a loan for yourself? If you don't qualify, find other alternatives. Because then the danger is I take a loan for you, and you are supposed, but in most cases they take these loans to say, I will give you the monthly payments so that you pay. Some just say, take for me. And then me, I am left with a financial responsibility of repayments every month for 5 years. That's a huge financial responsibility that one just decides to selfishly put on top of another person. When you say you are repaying back, why can't you just take it yourself? If it's because you are in debts and you are unable to take a loan on your side, what makes you think that you are going to be able to pay this loan with me if you won't qualify with the bank to take a loan for yourself? What makes you sit in a position where you say, I can be irresponsible and not pay other debts, but I'll pay this one for you? What type of thinking is this? Now, it doesn't make sense, and I do not understand well. I've always said to myself, I don't mix business with pressure. And from the very beginning of me working, and I'm a finance person, so from the very beginning, when I started working, I started businesses, and I was in transport. I owned taxis. But I've always told myself that I'm not going to mix business with pressure. None of the people I've dated gets involved in my businesses like that. You can help me go and maintain the vehicles like we are going together too, but I am still responsible for everything. But not once will you run my businesses for me, or not once will I involve you in my businesses like that. The problem comes when you start mixing business with pressure, with this emotion for love, because then you want things straight. And it's about time we sit back and avoid this type of mistakes. You cannot mix business with pressure. You cannot mix transactions, finances with emotions, or else you are doomed, or else the both of you are doomed, or your children are doomed. It's just one of those situations where you cannot afford to all be irresponsible financially. For a person to make you take a loan, that is an irresponsible person, to my understanding. We are not saying you cannot be in love with a person that is irresponsible. The heart wants what it wants. Unfortunately, you can, provided that you know how to keep it down when it comes to finances. You know that you won't let the home go dry, but the danger comes when you die. And I think this is the mistake that most of us, including myself, we can look at and say, it's something that never crossed my mind, as in to say, what if you die? Because it happens that you can die and leave children behind. There is the fear that continues later, that if you are now involved with a person who is not financially responsible like that, what happens to the children when you die? Luckily, um, we have family members that can go like, okay, let me take care of the kids, and. But I'm just saying it's something that we need to critically think about, to say when we are getting involved with people that are putting us into financial dramas, what happens when you die? How are the kids going to survive? It's something that we really need to ask ourselves. But nevertheless, my topic is strictly on you allowing your partner to make you take a loan for any reason. I feel like it's irresponsible for the partner to say take a loan. I feel like there's so many risks involved. People die. Let me say, for instance, this person says you are taking a loan and I am going to pay for this loan. I'm going to give you money so that you pay for the monthly fees. Okay. Now what happens is that when I say I'm going to give you money so that you pay for the monthly fees, I start missing the payments. Then it affects the relationship. The relationship was smooth. Now all of a sudden we don't understand each other. When money is not well handled, money can break peace in a relationship. And I'm going to repeat this, that when money is not well handled in a relationship, it can ruin a relationship or a marriage. Nothing will frustrate you than mismanagement of money. And I think it's something that we need to put into consideration, that to say that if you want to have a relationship also, apart from other problems of the relationship, where you are relaxed, make sure that money on the table can maintain your lifestyles so that everybody is happy. Okay? I'm not saying walk around taking care of irresponsible people. We are not doing that in love. We don't do that in love. We don't take care of irresponsible people. If you want to suffer, suffer. That's how we roll in love. If you don't want to enjoy the fruits of money and you do not want to live happy with money, you sit there. Let me roll. You sit there and mess up. Let me roll. But we are not going to suffer because people are making us drown. We are not going to drown because people in the ship, when we are busy in the ship, you are digging holes for us to sink. We are not going to sink because of people. There's no way you can allow yourself in a relationship to allow anyone's daughter or anyone's son who is not your baby. The only job that you have with that person is to love one another, to allow you or to make you sink financially in any relationship. Don't let yourself go there. Irregardless of how much you are in love, do not allow yourself to sink financially because of a partner. Okay? It's the only way you can protect your heart, because then you wouldn't want to deal with a relationship. Have so many challenges of its own, and you do not want to add money to the package. It becomes a problem. You do not want to add money to the relationship package, then it becomes a problem. You want a relationship that there are other problems that you can handle, not money. Money cannot be played with, because money takes care of all of us for us to survive on a daily basis. So we cannot sit here and say, it's okay, I can work hard, and you are sitting on the side being irresponsible, and I might just be taking loans for you. God knows for what. Because these people end up leaving these people with loans that they need to repay. And most of the people, they go like, yeah, I was left bankrupt. I was left with no what. I was left with no what. Just because you had a good heart and you fell in love. Just because you fell in love, that is your punishment. Now you must suffer. I preach this all the time, and I preach this. Most of my friends knows one thing about me. If you are close to me, I'll tell you one thing: take care of your finances, and do not walk around mixing finances with love. I feel like these are two different things that needs to be handled separately. Look, we are in love, we are not in business. You and me are in love, and we are not in some sort of business. We are not business partners. When we fell in love, we did not look at the criteria of business ideas, of financial smartness, we just fell in love because we love one another. We got to know each other, but we are not business partners. There's a difference. Hence, you as my partner, me as your partner, have zero business being in your finances like that. Unless we are coming together to say, look, let us purchase a house, or let us build a house, or let us buy a vehicle, or that is the only time that we come together to say, okay, fine, we need to buy a car. We need a car, for instance, and we need to buy a car. How do we handle it? Okay, bring A to the table, bring C to the table, or how do we handle things so that we in the boat that we are, we roll together. It's not off to say, give me a loan. It's not off to say you must take care of me. I'm not a baby. It's not off to say I must take care of you. You are not a baby. The only time that I have businesses taking care of a partner, or my partner, or you have businesses taking care of your partner, is when your partner is sick, or your partner lost his job or her job on reasonable terms. We are not talking about the recklessness, on reasonable terms, things that are making sense. You get what I mean? So in all honesty, we have zero businesses taking loans for people. Whether they are your family members, whether they are your lovers, you have zero business taking a loan for someone. Unless maybe you are doing it out of your own heart and you're just offering. That is the decision that you made in your conscious mind. Like myself, I can never sit here and say I will never take a loan for my family members or for people that I truly care for when situations are hard. When we're talking about situations are hard, we're talking about maybe the person is going through something, or it's a health condition and they need money and they are unable to help themselves, but I know they are responsible of people. I know they can have my back like that. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna let you sink. Let me get financial assistance so that I get you out of a situation that you are in. That I don't have a problem. That is being in just humanity. It's human. But I think of just saying, get me a loan. I don't know what reasons these people use when they're making people take loans. But I was even listening to this other lady that was left with how much money? 300,000. How much money did she take? She was apparently told to go to all the banks in South Africa, and I think there's a place where the banks are closer to one another. You take a loan here, you take a loan here, you take a loan there, you take a loan there, then all the loans are approved. You get that money, you get it wherever. Apparently there's a house where she speaks to somebody, like you give money and you're supposed to receive more money, more type of ritual related things, and she was scammed in that manner. I don't know, but we need to think, guys. Love alone is not enough, not in this world. You cannot just decide and say, I love you and I love you and I love you must not think straight. Because you do not want to be in love and in a union that is sinking financially. You do not want to be in a union that is sinking and making everybody suffer, or that is financially suffocating you. I don't think you want to find yourself in such a situation. At least be in a situation where, you can take care of your finances. You can buy bread, you can go to work, you can make yourself happy, you can take yourself out, you can treat your family. Be in a situation where you can financially take care of the situation and you can financially breathe. Not breathe like that. Stop taking loans for people. Please stop taking loans for people. It's not a wise idea. It's not a good thing to do. People die. What if your partner dies tomorrow and then they leave you with a loan that you are unable to pay, that they were supposed to pay, and then here you are left with a loan? Or let me say, for instance, you break up, things go south, you are not understanding each other anymore, and then you break up and your partner is like, you know what, I'm not feeling you anymore, I am going to get another person. And most of these people that we take loans for, I should just say men in particular, they make you financially take loans for them, and then they go and eat this money with other girls. Or they make you take loans and then they go and be financially independent somewhere else without you, with other people that deserve to eat their money. And here you are, with your money being eaten left, right, center. Sometimes it's okay, ladies and gentlemen, to say, if a man does not have a job and he wants his life that way, not to have a job, let him sit in the house. It's what he wants. A man that truly wants money will try his level best to get money. Money is just money. Money does not have a color. To say, find businesses to do, get a license, drive a taxi, create a YouTube channel, start uploading, and one day, and work hard to upload, and one day, you can be monetized and you can start earning an income, you take care of your family. Or you simply just look for cleaning work anywhere if you don't have a qualification. Any job. A man that truly is determined to get a job will get a job. That is just all I'm saying. Unless maybe if we are looking at, you want a fancy job, but a simple job, you can get. You can get, even if it's just for cleaning the yard, even if it's just for cultivating, you can Zula, man. You can get something just to take care of some of the things in the house. As in, for me, it just doesn't sit well with people taking loans for partners. And I have dedicated this more to the side of men, because the stories that I've heard so far, I've heard of women taking loans for men. That's why I'm dedicating it more on the men's side, to say, as women, men are supposed to take care of us. If it happens that you have more funds, or you are more hardworking, or you are more thinking, it's okay. But know your position in a relationship. You are a woman. You are not a man. A man is supposed to take care to lead a house. And if you are not thinking properly, you cannot lead. And if you want to sit there, sit there. We can fulfill other relationship duties, but if you want to sit there as a man, sit there. There's no story of financially sinking somebody where you are in a relationship with somebody and you're just not progressing at all. We are not doing that. That's why you find a lot of women at the end of the day saying, I'm financially abused. Or you are in a relationship with somebody who is working, and that someone is just busy drinking up their whole salary. Come month end, you are the one taking care of everything. More than ever, that is even more frustrating. Give those people water for dinner. Give them water for dinner. Let them not eat at home, because you are here doing all the sweats, all the hard work. People are there with other women chopping that money. Trust and believe. I think we must be financially wise in relationship. Let us be financially clever in relationships, in marriages. We cannot allow people to use us in the name of love and steal from us in the name of love, just because the only problem or mistake that you did is fall in love with them. Now all of a sudden they are clearing your account. I want to go drink beer, give me 100. Go drink water in the kitchen. I want to go cut my hair, give me 100. Dear women, be women. Sometimes you must be women and sit and let men figure these things out. $100 for a haircut, he will figure it out. 100 beer for beer. You will be surprised. These people, you will be surprised that somebody can be not working, but they have money for beer, or that beer money will be visible. They will see, they will get it. Don't worry. It's not your problem. Sometimes be a woman, sit and be a woman. Financial abuse is real, is there, and we need to speak about this as a topic. I think I'll have a different topic on financial abuse. For now, I just wanted to make it very clear that let us avoid taking loans for each other. Just because you met, you love each other, you are taking loans for one another. Let us avoid this because it puts us in difficult financial positions, some of us. Because and I'm bringing this topic because I've seen a lot of people complaining to say, he made me take a loan for him only for him to leave me alone and go. And these people, when they're leaving people, they don't think twice. They leave. And they leave you there with your loans. People are heartless. And you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you are doing things just for the sake of love. And if tables are to be turned, chances are very high your partner won't take a loan for you. That same partner who is irresponsible like that, if he loved you so much, he wouldn't be irresponsible as he or she is. So sometimes stop getting involved in things that, if that person is not wise enough to take care of their finances, who are you to come and take care of their finances for them? Sometimes there are things that are just not your problems that you don't need to worry about. For as long as you are good to go, do you? Stop carrying all the problems in the world while you have a partner next to you that is so relaxed. Stop doing that. And I'm generally saying this because for a partner to make you take loans for them, that's because they are irresponsible. And we cannot run away from the fact that we have a lot of women, even in marriages, with irresponsible men financially, or irresponsible men with irresponsible women financially. But there's one thing I like about men. When they are the ones that are financially okay in a marriage, they roll the house, and that woman won't play with their money like that. Off to say, they find other people to, if they want money to be played with, they find other people to play with their money, not you who's just supposed to be in the house doing nothing. They find other women to cheat on you with and to play with your money. Men know what they want, and it's about time women also we sit and know what we want. Very important. Stop taking loans for people. Stop taking loans for men as women. And generally, so stop taking loans for people, partners, in the name of love. It's so disturbing to see a person saying, he left me with a loan that he made me take. I don't think it's a good thing to do. I've never been in a situation like that, and I'm not gonna allow myself to get into a situation like that where I'm taking a loan for nobody. But I'm just saying we need to caution or to alert or to give awareness to the ladies, to the men behind, to say, don't be robbed of money because of love. It's about time we just look at specific things the way they are. And we cannot deny the fact that there are people that are marrying people, or that are coming in relationship with people, not because they love you, but because they know you are financially okay and they want to be comfortable there, or they want your things. Chances are very high people are going to get into marriages with you, frustrate you and frustrate you and frustrate you to the extent where you get depression, to the extent where you get what you are dead, you are gone, you leave the assets behind and money to your partner. I even made a video on the will, so that's also something that people need to, watch and just be extra cautious. We cannot deny the fact that some people are stealing from people now in the name of love. Like, I don't really love you like that, but I'm just going to be with you because of money. And this is not just a man issue. It's a woman issue too. We have slave queens now that are dating men, not because they love men, but because they want to eat their money. They would just want to empty their pockets like that. Or dating old people, not because they love them, but because they want them to die and then inherit everything. So this world is not as it looks. Things have changed. A lot has changed, and almost everything now is becoming a business transaction. So do not be used for money. Do not allow yourself to be in a situation where you are being used for money. Being genuine, fall in love, but be careful. Be extra careful. Whatever you do in life, you must be extra careful. Be extra careful that you must not allow anybody to use you for anything. The only business anybody that have getting close to you is to love you, to treat you correctly. If they cannot love you, treat you correctly, and financially come together to solve your problems, then you have another job of taking care of yourself. It's not worth it losing things in the name of love. It's not worth it taking loans for people in the name of love, putting yourself into financial problems just in the name of love. Do comment down below and do let us know what do you think about this taking loan for people. What do you think about this whole situation where people take loans for their partners? How well do you think we should address these situations of people taking loans for their partners? God knows what for. Whether it's for business transactions, it's for vehicles, it's for whatever reason it is. What do you think about this whole situation of taking loans for partners, for the people that we're in love with? Please do comment, do like the video, do subscribe, do share the video with your friends and family. Our aim is to get monetized. I'll try to pop as many videos as I can on the topics that I think and I feel are educational, so that the next person doesn't suffer, so that the next person learns something from this whole situation. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.